Okay, this is my backyard. Let me step back. This is September the 12th, 2013. So various tropical plants that grow in the summertime in Queens, New York. This is what you grow in New York in the summertime. 4 months of tropical weather here in New York City. So this is like late in the season. Hopefully it'll last until October. The weather holds up. So this is the entrance to the backyard. It's my big red. So the fence is 6 feet tall. So this banana is close to 7 feet tall. Right opposite of banana. That's a Sam Ruby banana. That's around 6 feet tall. So I watched for 20 Ferrella plants. These all from seed. They're pretty big. See, they're pretty big. 2 years old. All from seed. I take them in the winter time. They can't survive out here in the cold. A little cherry tomato bush over here. Bye. This is from seed, citrus plant. Yeah, that grows about like 2 years old now. So this one about 3 feet tall now. Grow pretty fast. From seed. All these grew from seed. This was the same one. They all start at the same time. But this one seemed to took off. And it's a lot taller. It's about almost 2 feet taller than the rest of them. So let's take a walk to this way. Another type of banana. This is a Sente banana plant. It's like 6 feet tall. I think this is another grand owl. I'm not sure. It's banana. About 5 feet. This might be a gigantica. I'm not sure. Colocasia gigantea. I'm not sure. I had it for 2 years. And it keeps on pupping instead of growing big. So you see all the, it's pretty crowded in there. But other tropical plants here. Tetrapanus peripheria. Chinese rice paper plant. I'll show you a bigger one here. They spread like weeds. I started with one, now I have like a dozen. But this is like 5 feet tall. This is a group over here. They spread so much I had to get rid of a lot. These are my giant elephant ears over here. They're 7 feet tall easily. And in the background, it's a Thai banana, which is grown more than 10, maybe 12 feet tall. Go around this, but you can see the sun is over there, so it's past the second floor now. So that's all in one growing season. Started from 2 feet, small, spindly plant to this giant. The leaves are at least, the last leaf is like maybe 6 feet long. And there's the stem over here. It has 2 pups growing next to it. That's the Thailand giant, the black stem. And with the elephant ears, but it's pretty tall. And that's the bamboo in the background. That's past the second floor. Had it for 5 or 6 years now. I'm not sure what type of bamboo that is though. And you see the trench here. Have to trench it out because it'll spread and take over the whole yard if I'll do that. The bananas in the background are new Sabaju bananas. They come up every year. I don't take them in. They die back and come back from the roots. Here's one of my Chinese windmill palms. Trachycarpus fortinii. Right here. This one survived last winter. Not too much damage. These are the older leaves down here. This is all new growth over here. The leaves are actually bigger than last year's leaves, so that's good. These are some small sable minor palms. Down here, Aruba japonica, evergreen. Some ornamental grasses here. Here is a yucca. In here, yucca. I'm not sure what type of yucca that is, but and then there is another agave over here. It's winter hard. I had it for the past 3 winters. I survived all 3 winters. It's a pretty tough plant. It's not the beautiful. Tropicans peripheria. Some more elephant ears. And this, I'm going to show you now. It's pretty tall. It's about 10-15 feet tall. Spanish reed, they call it, or Arundodonyx. And it's way past the 2nd floor. I'm not sure the height is past the 2nd floor. It looks like bamboo, but it's not. It's a giant grass. Arundodonyx. It's a young Trachycarpus fortinii palm. Here. Various and other evergreens. It's another trachy from last year. It didn't grow so much. For some reason, it stopped growing. It's still green. These are young ones. This is a young one from seed. I grew from seed. More yuccas. Another trachy from seed. And this is a sable minor. It's been in here for another year. The last winter I planted that. So it's doing okay. More pink China orphan ears. This monster here is a Incente banana plant. Incente. This is the biggest one I have. The leaves are more than 6 feet long. And believe it or not, it started out as a 2-foot plant back in May. And the leaves are huge. This plant reached the 2nd floor too. Leaves are 6 to 7 feet long on this plant. It's the biggest one I have. Both of the bananas. And it's still growing pretty strong. Here's the name right here. That is the name of the plant. The trunk is huge. Thick. Various other elephant ears are growing there. Some more Trachycarpus in there. There's a Trachypanus peripheria right there. Lisa Bajou in the background underneath the big Incente. I'm walking around past my patch of bamboo. Let's see. Here's the bamboo. Growing for the past 6 years, I've been growing this bamboo patch. The hardest thing is to keep it from spreading. Like I said, I have to trench it out at the bottom. If you notice the trench, I have to fill all the roots, shoots that come up from the trench from the main plant. grasses. Rhododendrons. That's to the top of the garage. It's past the top of the garage, past the second floor. Rhododendrons. There's another trachycarpus over here. Been here for 2-3 years now. We got hit last winter. These are all new leaves. It lost all its leaves last winter. This is all new growth. Got hit pretty hard last winter. Last one was a tough winter. There's some more baby trachycarpus from seed. I'm growing now. There's a needle palm that I had for the past 3 years. No protection. No protection on these needle palms. In fact, no protection on none of my palms. I don't protect them at all. Covered with ice and snow in the winter. Another banana. I'm not sure what type this is. Here's a young one from seed. Another trachycarpus. Another trachycarpus. And these, I think, Alicosa gigantica. I'm not sure, but I think they came from seed, and I just pulled them up from the ground, from these little pots. I have a couple of dozen of them. They grow like weeds in my garden, so I have plenty of plants left over. I didn't plant these. These kind of popped up on their own. So I want to keep them, hopefully over winter though. Holy, it's just carpus from seed over here. Some more. This one I took a hit last winter. Frost damage. These are all new leaves too. Lost all his leaves. These are new leaves. This one is the toughest one. This grew from seed. I have no protection on this one. But the leaves stay green all winter. And it's been growing here for the past 3 years. No protection. It started out in this little area right here. No protection whatsoever. And the leaves stay green. This is a tough one right here. There's some more trackies over here. Baby ones. Some more coming from seeds I planted. Hopefully they survive next winter. This is a little pine, I'm not sure. I have a bigger one, I'm gonna show you the bigger one. And from that, I have another one. 3 years ago, it was that small. This is the size. This one's like 5 feet tall. I didn't plant that. It grew by itself. From that size of plant. Evergreen. I'm not sure what type it is because I didn't plant it. But this is how it started. That size right there. Okay, I'm gonna move over here. Some more yuccas over here. These are the seed pods. My yuccas. I'm not sure what type of yucca that is. There's a young trachea over here. I lost one. It didn't survive the winter. That was the other one. It's a big one, but it didn't survive. This one's from seed. So it's just, they grow better from seed than the one I bought that was 3 years old. It didn't survive the last winter. The ones I grew from seed do a lot better. Some more, there's a sable over, another trachycarpus over here. And one. Some up there on the hill. Some more tracheas, they're doing pretty good. They'll survive next winter. The hostas collection over here. It's shady over here. There's trees up here, so hostas back here. They're blown now. Show you a view. Okay, that's the view of the Arundodonyx. And the bamboo. Another patch of Arundodonyx against the fence. And they do pretty good over the winter. They die back, but they'll grow. That's all new growth from last spring, this spring. Walk back down the hill. I have a small backyard, but I squeeze a lot of plants in there. Fish pond. This is my fish right here. These are old lily pads to get rid of these. Clean. Okay, some fish in there. Goldfish. Size feeders fish, but they grow to pretty good size. As you can see, some of these fish are actually born in this pond. So, they're tough fish. Here's one of the guys who was born here. He's a big guy. In the background, back there, I have more trackies from seed. I don't know if you can see them. Way in the back. That's from 1 year ago. They started on their own. Those were seeds I threw away. And they sprouted last year. Survived the winter. There's another Trachycopis, which is about 3 feet tall. Nice sized leaves. This actually had a spear pull. It lost all his leaves last winter. It was a rough winter. But these are all new leaves. They grew back. Let me show you closer. Stem. Alright. Actually grew back from the spear pull. Rhododendron. Colocasia. Upright type leaves. Baby Musa Bajou. Had a big one here last year, but this is all they grew back. It actually crossed over in the neighbor's yard. This is my Musa Bajou growing in the neighbor's yard. Yeah. The main root is right here. Yeah, this is the small pup. Walk around here. This is a Raja Puree banana plant. It's pretty big leaves in that. It's about like 5 feet tall now. Pretty big leaves. Pretty nice big leaves. Raja Puree banana. Got one of those. That's my other smaller pond in the corner. Some other thing is growing. I grow some of them in the pond. They like water, so every year I put a few pots in the water. They do pretty good. And succulent collection, cactus collection. There's my other cactus, succulents. More cactuses. So I want to show you castor bean plant. It's past the second floor. It's a huge plant. I don't plant them. The seeds fall on the ground and come back every spring, and I have to destroy hundreds of them because there's too many, but I keep a few around. This is one of them I let grow. It's way past the second floor. It's the biggest one I have. I have some more in the front. This thing is huge, like the size of a small tree. Get a better view over here. That's the top of it. Castor bean plant, giant castor bean plant. Some canna in the front of it. Here's a smaller castor bean plant right here. Flowers. This is the other side of my Thailand giant, as you can see, with other plants. In competition with the castor bean plant. Walk over here. Right opposite the banana plant. That's actually an Ascente variety banana. It's another different type related to this red one. It's the Thai banana plant again. This is my oldest Washington infrared from seed. This is 3 years old. And it's been doing pretty good. I had a dozen of these actually. My first ones I left outside in the cold and they didn't survive. But I saved this one. Show you some. These seeds I got from Russia. So I'm experimenting with these, the cold hardiness of these. Seeds came from last year from Russia. So I have 6 of them left. This is a soap tree yucca from seeds. Collection of small plants. American agave. Another type of yucca. A tree fern. I had 2, but the other one didn't survive the winter. It's overview. Side angle of my garage. This used to be a driveway, but I chipped it out, dug it out, took out the driveway and put in soil, so I had more room to grow my plants. This would be a 2-car garage driveway, so this is what I turned it into. This is all been done by me past 3 years. I'm walking to the jungle right here. I'll show you some other small plants here. There's some trackies from seed. Some baby trackies growing in the shade of the bananas and bamboo. There's the use of bamboo. Comes back every year. Some more baby ones. Another seed. Well, okay. Let me see, yucca curl. I have a bigger one. Curliphobia. It's right here. It's a bigger one right here, actually. Here it is. It's near there. There it is in the background. Near the castor bean plant. And it's about has about a 4-foot trunk. The trunk right there is a 4-foot trunk on that yucca. I have for the past 6 or 7 years. Okay, that was the backyard. I'll make another video for the front yard. Show you. And this overall view of coming into the backyard. Me backing out. These are my seedlings. I'm trying to get these started. These are supposed to be cold hardy, but I'm gonna try. See what happens. I'm not gonna leave them outside this year, but next year I'll try to plant them in the ground. It's more young. So I can't have so many of these. I had to grow like weeds in my garden. And more pink china. I'm probably gonna give away. Again, this is the overall view. You first come into the backyard. Like a lot of these plants are like 10 and 15 feet tall now, so way past the second floor. And that's it for this day.